So some of the upcoming events on September 11th, I had a meeting with the Liberal candidate for Brant because there's going to be a provincial election coming up, and they've already chosen their candidate, and her name is Ruby Tor. We'll be having more meetings with her. On September 11th, our Justice Committee also held a meeting with the Regional Senior Justice, Brett Kelly, and some other individuals that he brought along. On the 13th, I'm scheduled to speak and take part in a panel on the role of water technology innovation at the University of Waterloo. On September 13th, I will also be having a call with the new Minister of Poverty Reduction and Housing, and the following day I'll take part in a Cabinet Committee meeting on poverty reduction and social inclusion, which I am a member of. Later that day as well, I've been invited to meet with one of the Toronto City Councillors, Kristen Wong-Tam, in Toronto City Hall to talk about how Six Nations can have more of a presence in events happening in Toronto. On September 18th, there is a new Tim Hortons Kiosk on Highway 54, which will have its opening. On September 19th, we're going to get some visitors from Borlax. Borlax is our partner in the Niagara Wind Farm. On September 19th, Indigenous Affairs Regional Director General and staff will be here to meet with Gawanio in the Everlasting Tree School. As well, the family councils, which are councils of nursing homes in the region, will be holding their annual meeting here at Six Nations. On the 20th of September, there will be a book launch at Botanical Gardens in Hamilton of the book called Heart of Turtle Island, the Niagara Escarpment. On the 20th, Ministry of Children and Youth Services staff will be visiting Six Nations. And on September 23rd, Councillor Bob Johnson and myself will be taking part in the opening ceremonies of the Invictus Games, which are being held in Toronto. And on the 24th, Prince Harry will be presenting some Duke of Edinburgh awards, and some of our students are going to get that award, and I've been invited to attend that. That's as well in Toronto. On September 27th, I'll be meeting with Minister Eleanor Mcmahon, the Minister of Tourism, Sports and Culture in Toronto. She is, we want to talk to her about Ontario Place, a legacy from NAIG, and also about support for getting lacrosse recognized as one of the sports in the Canadian Summer Games and then eventually the Pan Am Games and the Olympics. So she's a big supporter of that. On September 27th at 7 p.m. at the Community Hall, there will be a community meeting, and it's going to be run by the former residential school survivors who are working on the Memorial Village Park on the grounds of the former Mohawk Institute. And on September 28th, I'll have executives from the Deloitte visiting our community and just letting us know some of the programs that they have that might be able to help our community members. September 29th and 30th, there will be a residential school survivors gathering called Moving Forward Together. This will be held at the Woodland Cultural Centre, and on the 30th, there is going to be a walk starting at 11 a.m., and that is Orange Shirt Day. You can get orange shirts up at Woodland if you want to buy some. We have been invited as well to make a presentation to the Standing Committee on Specific and Comprehensive Land Claims. This is scheduled for Tyendinaga on September 29th, but we're trying to see if we can get it to switch to Ottawa so that we can take part in the event at Woodland Cultural Centre. And on September 30th, the Invictus Games will be having their closing ceremonies. On October 3rd, 4th, and 5th, myself and Councillor Sherry Lynn Hill-Pierce will be attending an international conference for Aboriginal finance officers. This is going to be held in Vancouver, and we're going to get information on other programs that they offer as well. And on October 10th, 11th, and 12th, there's going to be an Ontario Economic Summit in Toronto. This is going to be the second one that has been held. So we just had our Six Nations Fall Fair. I want to congratulate all of the Councillor Mark Hill, who is also the president of the Six Nations Agricultural Society, and all of the other community members who stepped up and were part of his team, and those that gave of their time and volunteered to help, and to the community members who came out and made the fair a huge success. We had a kickoff concert on the September 7th with Big Joe making his big comeback. And on the 8th, which was Kids Day, I was over there to sign a declaration to combat drug abuse in our community. We signed a declaration to say that there would be zero tolerance for drugs in our community. Councillor Sherry Lynn Hill-Pierce has also been leading a project to get a number of signs installed across the community related to drug abuse. Some of these signs are going up this week, and there'll be some big billboards going up in the next couple of weeks. The 9th and 10th at the fair were huge successes, with the harness racing coming back after an absence for many years. People really enjoyed it, and it was a wonderful day. And then on Sunday, of course, we had the demolition derby, and we had a singing contest. And congratulations as well to the new Miss Six Nations, Kylie Farmer, and the Miss Teen and the preteen, and the Miss Minnie, and all the winners of the baby show. It was a good weekend, and I'm so glad to have the fair come back. Also, welcome back to school for all the kids, and just a reminder to the community to take care and watch the roads.